Hey guys, it's Shelly here. I have a layout to share for you guys tonight. And I also have a question. Here's the thing, like my son is 22, my oldest child. He just turned 22 on December 29th, and a few weeks before his birthday, he got engaged to a lovely girl that I'm really fond of, and, you know, they're young, but I like her, and I'm happy for them, and whatever. And that's not really my question. My question is, I have his entire, high school and early college years still to scrapbook, and most, if not all of that time, he was dating another young lady, who I was also very fond of. Sorry, I got a text. So... part of me feels a little kind of weird about scrapbooking those pictures of him with this previous girlfriend, even though, I mean, she's part of the story, right? I mean, she was in his life. They were together for 4 years, and, I mean, she was in every prom picture, every homecoming, every party, his graduation, all of it. I mean, she's in everything. Even through college, he was with her up until about 2 years ago, and then he's been with this other young girl for the last, year and a half or whatever it is that he started dating her a few months after the breakup with this last girl. And so I struggle with it because I really I have to document that time frame, but part of me feels a little bit bad. Like, I know he would not be thrilled to see those layouts right now, or, and I'm sure his fiance now obviously isn't going to be excited to see those layouts either, but I feel like I still need to do them because it was a huge part of his life for such a very important and long period of time. How can I not? But I mean, plus, like I said, I was really fond of her, and I adore his fiance now, and so it's not like, I mean, there's no issue there as far as I'm concerned, but I just still have an uneasy feeling about it because I know he would be upset about it, just because he's, I don't know. I just don't know. But I mean, I did the layout even before they got engaged, but even before they were engaged, I felt awkward about it because it's like, well, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I would just like some other people's input because it's kind of a situation. And it's not like I'm going to show them the layouts when I finish them or whatever, but, when they're flipping through his scrapbooks later, I'm sure it's not really going to matter that much. But right now, today, it does matter quite a bit because not only does his current fiance and his ex-girlfriend go to the same college as he does, his fiance and his ex-girlfriend are in the same program at that college, so they actually know one another. So obviously later in their lives, it's not going to be that sensitive of an issue, but right now it is. And so I would be, remiss to say that he would be anything less than not happy with me if he were to come home in a couple weeks and see a layout that I had just worked on, and if he knew I just did it, he would be upset probably. So it just leaves me a little uneasy, so I kind of would like other people's kind of feedback on that, and what if you've ever run across a situation like that, or kind of what you did to handle it. I just cannot not scrapbook those things. I mean, they were huge life events for him, and I can't not. So I'm gonna show you the layout. This layout I started several months ago, and I've been kind of working on it on and off. And I think part of why I struggled to get it finished is because I just was having this sort of internal dilemma with it, And anyway, I'm just going to show you the layout, and I would appreciate any feedback you guys have about that, or any of you experienced that, where there was a, family situation where some people that were photographed are around for a very long period of time. How do you handle it? So I'm just going to kind of go over. I don't remember all of the names of the papers and stuff, because like I said, I started this layout. By the way, I'd like to introduce you all to Penelope, my pointer. I have named her, finally. It was a toss-up. I thought about it for quite some time, and it was between Penelope and Petunia, and I conferred with a dear friend of mine, and we have decided that Penelope is the way to go. So here's Penelope pointing at my darling son, Jacob, who I adore, and his ex-girlfriend, Jessie. And this layout, I put it on just a black basil cardstock. I put some washi tape down here, as well as some orange glitter tape from American Crafts. This little octagon die cut, or hexagon, octagon, I don't know what they're called, hexagon I guess, is from a Studio Calico kit. The heart here, and here, and here were cut out of a heart punch. These hearts were obviously the negative space that for hearts that I used on a different layout. And so I'm kind of trying to go up. So this little strip here is the other piece from this one up here, and it is from Indie Chic, My Mind's Eye. This is I'm not sure what brand button. There's some sequins and two little potty people from Studio Calico. The Jake and Jessie letters are from Echo Park. This and That Charming collection, I believe it's called, maybe. It was the boy, This and That one with all the cameras and stuff. There's a zebra print little label sticker underneath there, which I'm not sure which one it was from. Some of the sequins are just kind of scattered about from one of my Studio Calico kits. These big sequins over here, also from that kit. There's 3 of them. And then on My Mind's Eye Brad here, and on My Mind's Eye Brad there. This is a Amy Tan Remarks thingy camera. Tiny attacher attached that heart, and that is out of the same specialty black paper that I matted the photo in. This little card over here, you can't see it, but it has journaling on it in pencil because I hate my handwriting and I can't decide if I'm going to keep it on there or if I'm going to figure out another way to get on there. One of the envelopes from Studio Calico, just a journal card that I've had in my stash for a long time. Again, on My Mind's Eye Brad, beautiful smile sticker, and one of the little Amy Tan puppy sticker arrows, and that's got the little camera on it. And there's an orange label sticker below that, and I cannot remember the names of the papers. The Celebrate Friends are a flat flat alphabet sticker sheet that I've had in my stash for a long time, that they just really match the paper very well. So I'm going to bring it up a little closer so you can see my sweet boy and his high school girlfriend. And that's the specialty paper. I got it, I can't remember if I got it at Archivers or Hobby Lobby. Oh, and then this event that they were at, it was actually and the reason the title was Celebrate Friends is they were at, Jessie was a cheerleader, and one of the other cheerleaders, Fallon, I want to say, I can't remember what religion she is, but she had like a big, huge 15th birthday party. It was like a big cotillion. It was almost like a wedding. It was huge. And these two were part of her, it was almost like a wedding party, but it was her birthday party, you know, like, so all the girls had to wear different shades of orange. Like this young girl back here is in an orange dress as well, but it's a peachy orange. And then, of course, Jessie's is this really bright color of orange. And all the boys that were in the party had to wear black and black pants with a white tie. So this boy back here is also in the party. Like the girls, I want to say like a wedding party, but it's not. Like they stood up with her. And then there's like a ton of other people that are at the party that aren't dressed like that, I guess, if that makes it. I'm not articulating myself very well tonight, it seems, but anyway. So the boys all wore the same, the girls all wore different shades of the dresses, but then the girl whose birthday it was, Fallon, she wore an all white. It looked very much like a wedding dress, and then her boyfriend at the time wore white shirt, white pants, black tie. And then I did, like I said, do some journaling around. There's the flat letter stickers. A beautiful smile. He does have a beautiful smile, I think. And I tried to make him the focal point, like with the arrows and, you know, the black matting, but the picture's so dark. I mean, she just kind of jumps out of there because her dress is so bright. So that's pretty much the whole thing. So yeah, I would appreciate you guys giving me any kind of feedback you have on what to do about that type of situation. Like, I mean, it's just, like I said, I'm sure someday it's not going to be a big deal at all. Like, he's not even going to, like, he'll look back on those days fondly because he was, you know, he was very happy through high school and all through college. And he's still very happy, you know. I know it would be sensitive for both of them now to be looking at this as something I just did, I guess. So yeah, that's my layout for tonight. And then I did kind of want to ramble a little bit about how spoiled I got this Christmas. Now, typically in my family, you know, my kids don't generally ask for a ton, so pretty much anything they ask for Christmas that they usually get, for the most part, unless they are asking for something outrageous, which I think has only happened once. My daughter asked for, like, I don't know, like a MacBook something or other a couple years ago, and I just was like, yeah, no. So, anyway, but this year, I totally got spoiled. Like, I've never been spoiled. I mean, I always get nice gifts. My husband and I generally talk about our gifts for one another, and, like, this year, I purchased the Silhouette Cameo on, what was it, Cyber Monday or whatever, and I thought that was the only gift I was getting from him, because he went out and bought a new dishwasher and a new stove on Black Friday when I didn't even realize he was going to do that. So he just kind of went out and did it on his own, and, you know, so then after that I was like, oh, well, we have to keep our spending, you know, because I was buying so much for the kids. I mean, not a ton, but, you know, Christmas shopping. I think I made out better than anybody this year. It's I think the first time that's ever happened, and I'm still so stunned about it. I'm just like, what happened? So I totally got spoiled, and my husband got me finally a Keurig coffee machine. I've wanted one for so long, and he just was always like, oh, you don't need that, you know, blah, blah, blah. He got me, like, the Keurig, what was it called, Platinum or something like that, and I just love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So Jill, I'm finally among the real coffee drinkers of the world. I'm so excited. So I got that, which was completely unexpected because I thought the only gift I was getting was the Cameo. And then he also got me some Marc Jacob is it Daisy perfume? Maybe it is Daisy. Yeah, Daisy perfume. I love it, but it's so expensive. I was like, there's no way I would ever buy that for, you know, I mean, I would never buy a perfume that costs that much for myself. So yeah, he got me that too. And then my daughter, who you know, she's 19 and has a full-time job and a part-time job, she bought me, like, a super high-end like an eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay, the Naked palette. I'm just like, what is going on? So then I opened my, you know, Jake and his now girlfriend Danny, that's not her, fiance, I'm sorry, this just happened a few weeks before Christmas. They got me a really high-end makeup brush kit, like a whole kit of them, I was just completely blown away by this Christmas. I mean, that has never happened, like, and it's not supposed to happen that way, right? So I just couldn't believe it, how spoiled I got this year. So I just wanted to, you know, put it out there that I'm so very grateful and thankful for my life and for my family and for my children and my husband, and we just had a great holiday, and Jake was home with us. Jake and his fiance Danny were here with their little puppy, Charlie. They were here for like 10 days, and it was so wonderful to have him home with us over the holiday. And for his birthday, he turned 29. Nope, he turned 22 on the 29th. And so the last 2 years, he's been able to spend here at home with me on his birthday, which has been phenomenal. So, yeah, that's pretty much my video for tonight. Give me your feedback on what you guys think about scrapbooking, you know, older photos when there's a newer situation. I'm going to try to get some pictures of Jake and Danny printed out to scrapbook soon too, because then I think I will feel less weird about it. And their engagement photos were super cute, and the story behind it is super cute too, so I will be telling that one soon as well. So I hope you guys liked the layout and my nonsensical rambling, and I appreciate you guys watching, and light and love to each of you. Bye guys.